Hello and welcome back to another episode of My Damn Opinion. Today's episode is the intergalactic continuation of my pitch for a DC cinematic universe. Check out my playlist below exploring my proposed universe to get the full scope of it. If you're a DC fan, don't forget to leave a like, turn on that bell for notifications, and hit that sub button for more. Without any further delays, this is how I would do a solo Green Lantern film. The movie opens with the murder of a Green Lantern named Salak, before cutting to 48 Earth hours later. John Stewart and other Corps members are investigating the murder scene. Most notably about the crime scene is the Lantern's missing ring. This is the third Lantern murder in a short period, all with their rings missing. John visits Sinestro, who is imprisoned for the murder of former Lantern of Sector 2814, Hal Jordan. Sinestro mocks the Guardians of Oa in their Lantern Corps for being protectors of the galaxy that can't even protect themselves. Lantern Orland is patrolling a different sector of the galaxy when they're ambushed and killed by a mysterious group. Elsewhere, John is brought before the Guardians after being told the murders are no longer a Lantern concern. In a flashback sequence on Earth, we see John as a Marine and refusing an order from his superiors, which results in a suicide rescue mission completed by John rescuing Hal Jordan. John is scrutinized by his superior officer, but Hal reassures him that sometimes you have to go against the grain and do what you feel is right. In the present, John revisits Sinestro for information. As John reveals details, Sinestro starts to connect the dots. He tells John that the answers he seeks are in Sector 666, which Sinestro offers to guide him there. John breaks Sinestro out of prison. Sinestro starts to prod at John about the Guardians and what secrets they keep. John puts a stop to his mind games, reminding him that he killed Hal and anything he says has no worth. Sinestro reveals he felt betrayal from his former student and did what had to be done for Parallax and freedom from the Guardians. Sinestro asks for a power ring when they reach Sector 666, but John refuses. Once there, John and Sinestro are attacked by Atrocitus in the 5 inversion. John reluctantly gives Sinestro a power ring, but the two are overwhelmed before being saved by other Lantern Corps members. The arrival of the other Lanterns causes Atrocitus in the 5 inversions to make an escape. As Sinestro is being taken away by Kilowog, he tells John to seek the truth from the Guardians. On Oa, John demands answers, to which the Guardians reveal the truth behind Sector 666. It is revealed before the Lantern Corps, the Guardians created the Manhunters as an intergalactic police force whose directive was compromised and began a rampage across the cosmos, which resulted in the extermination of the people from Sector 666. The Guardians fear that some may have survived the genocide and are seeking revenge against them. John ridicules them for their arrogance. Elsewhere, the prison transport for Sinestro is attacked by Atrocitus, and they murder more Lanterns and steal their rings, with Sinestro's fate left ambiguous. We get more flashbacks to John's past on Earth and build more of the relationship he had with Hal Jordan. In Sector 666, Atrocitus uses the blood of the dead Lanterns to forge the green power rings into new red rings, and Sinestro convinces him to let him help because they have a common enemy and he can guide him to the central power battery to destroy it. John gathers other Lanterns to prepare a voyage to Sector 666 when Atrocitus and his new band of Red Lanterns attack. Sinestro and Atrocitus make their way to the central power battery when a fight breaks out and Sinestro makes an escape. Atrocitus kills more Lanterns and begins to break parts of the central power battery. John gets to the central power battery room and tries to talk Atrocitus down from his madness. Atrocitus explains how his people were slaughtered by the Manhunters and he witnessed his family die. The Guardians are not protectors but killers, and rectifying the wrongs done to him begins with the destruction of the Guardians' new pets, the Lanterns. John tries to convince him there's another way and that billions of lives across the universe depend on the Lanterns' protection. He agrees that through the arrogance of the Guardians, lives were lost, but that they tried to make amends by creating the Lanterns in place of the Manhunters, having beings with empathy patrol the galaxy instead. But Atrocitus won't rest until he has his revenge. And a fight breaks out between the two as Atrocitus tries to destroy the central power battery. John's backup shows up, and Atrocitus causes an explosion as an distraction and takes a piece of the central power battery with him as he escapes. And the movie ends with John having seen the consequences of the Guardians' actions. John begins to question their authority and his own position as a Green Lantern, knowing a change is needed, removing his ring as his future is left uncertain. In a mid-credit scene, Atrocitus, standing over the corpse of his comrades, is seen using their blood to reforge the piece of the central power battery he took with him into a red battery, as he is entranced in a vision of the future. In a post-credit scene, Sinestro, now in possession of a green and red power ring, retrieves a yellow power ring. 3 down, 6 to go. The central theme of the movie would be morality of right and wrong and the consequences of our moral choices. The Guardians made a choice that they thought was right and never dealt with the consequences until now. Atrocitus wants revenge no matter what, with his actions being right in his mind. John goes against direct orders because he feels they aren't the right thing. It's a constant battle between what you're told is right and wrong and what you believe is right and wrong. Tonally, it would be a mix of the Silence of the Lambs with a little bit of influence from Black Panther, with a hint of a buddy cop story mixed into it between John and Sinestro. My goal was to tell a unique story while also setting up the future, which I hope I accomplished. But, as always, that's just my damn opinion on how I would do a solo Green Lantern film. Let me know your thoughts on my Green Lantern film, how you would approach one, and what DC film you would like to see next. If you enjoyed this video and my DC Cinematic Pitch series, please leave a like, turn on that bell, and hit that sub button for more movie pitches. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.